What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy, and I'm standing here with a personal hero of mine, Mark Meer. How you doing, Mark?
I am well. Thanks for having me.
Many people from the channel, many people have been following me on Twitch for a long time. You probably know this man from many of his incredible video game voice acting roles, including last year you had a part in Gotham Knights.
That is correct.
As Starro. But the voice that I will always remember, the voice that rings in my ears from too many playthroughs, is Commander Shepard from Mass Effect. Do you have any lasting memories from Mass Effect that are just like, what's the thing from that video game series that sticks with you all these years later?
It's probably getting to meet all of the people that I was in the game with. And for the most part, I met them after the fact because I did my recording in Canada. Most of them were in LA. But I did have the opportunity to see Martin Sheen's final recording session as the Elusive Man. And Jennifer Hale was brought into the studio as well. She was living in LA at the time. I happened to be there, and our director called us in and just let us know that, oh, by the way, Martin Sheen is recording today. Would you like to meet him?
No,
we did.
You know what? I wouldn't.
No, that's fine. I'd prefer not to. He was fantastic. Very, very nice fellow. And so, yes, that does stand out.
In video games, you don't get to work with people as much. You record solo oftentimes. But recently in your career, and throughout your whole career, you've done a lot of improv. You're known as sort of an improvisational master.
Oh, really? Wow.
Which is an art form that involves working with people a little bit more, being a little bit more collaborative. And in that collaboration, you've created a show here at Dad's Garage, the wonderful, renowned theater company in Atlanta, where you play Dungeons & Dragons improvised. Will you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, so improvised Dungeons & Dragons. I will say I'm not the first person in the world to do an improv Dungeons & Dragons show. In fact, I based mine on a group in Winnipeg up in Canada.
No way.
Although my format is distinct in that in mine, we have the Dungeon Master doing what a Dungeon Master usually does, which is play everyone who's not the players. So all the monsters, all the townspeople, the people who give them their missions, their mentors, that sort of thing. And we play in full costume, much like they do. I created my format with Rapid Fire Theater in Edmonton, and Rapid Fire is something of a sister company with Dad's Garage down here in Atlanta. So I brought Improv D&D down here, and I knew that Atlanta, if any city needed a nerdy improv show, it was Atlanta. I come here for Dragon Con every year.
That's what we're here for right now. We're so excited because we're actually going to get to watch you do Improv D&D tonight. We got to see the show in April, but you weren't with it. But you are coming back to the show in the spring, right?
Yes, that's correct. They usually bring me down to open the season to be the first Dungeon Master. And on occasion, sometimes I come for the final. But they also have a wide stable of fantastic Dungeon Masters here. So I hand off to them.
Mm-hmm. It is so fun knowing that you are a Canadian as well. My improv theater was Loose Moose in Calgary.
I know many people from Loose Moose.
Yeah, that was the theater that I grew up in and gave me the skills to stand here and ask you questions. We wanted to play a little bit of a game because Dad's Garage asked us to come down and help promote their upcoming show, Wicket, which is going live September 15th. We actually have a code. If you are in the Atlanta area on September 15th and you want to see the show, that's going to be on the screen now or in the description below. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head because I am a professional.
Wicket is a fantastic show. I have seen it. It's essentially the Star Wars trilogy from the point of view of the Ewoks, and it is amazing. Travis Sharp wrote it, and often is our barbarian in Improv Dungeons & Dragons.
So you're an improv guy.
I am.
We're here for improv, D&D. We're here for Wicket. We wanted to ask you if you would do an improvised scene.
Okay.
You're going to be Commander Shepard.
I think I can do that.
I'm going to be Wicket.
Okay.
This is a dream come true for me.
Okay.
You have just landed the Normandy on Endor.
Okay.
There is a giant Death Star in the sky, and you have to convince Wicket that you're here to help, and that you're here to fight against the Empire, or you can actually make a choice. Much like Mass Effect, you get to choose. Are you fighting for the Empire or against it? I'll bring us into the scene with some classic Wicket.
Sure.
Yub Nub?
I'm Commander Shepard.
Yub
And
Nub.
you're my favorite alien on the Citadel.
Yub Nub.
Listen, we could really use your help. I understand that you and your people enjoy eating sentient beings. And let me tell you, inside those white shells are tasty pink centers.
Yub Nub?
Just gotta crack them open.
Yub Nub.
How's that sounding?
Yub Nub.
And I should explain, biotics is a lot like the Force, but legally distinct.
Yub Nub. Thank you so much, Mike. That was so cool.
No worries. My pleasure.
Well, hopefully we'll hear you in another Mass Effect game soon, because that would make me very happy.
Oh, wow. I couldn't say one way or the other, really.
I look, if you did, we would censor it, because I that companies will work with us sometimes. Thank you so much. If you are in the Atlanta area, Dad's Garage is doing improvised D&D. Do you know what day of the week they do it?
I believe it's usually Fridays.
Usually Fridays. Hey, it's a good night to take a lady out on a date. Have you been enjoying Baldur's Gate and been like, hey, I'm dating so much in this game? Well, guess who's in the first two Baldur's Gate? This guy right here. Neverwinter Nights, this guy right here. This guy is the voice of so much of my childhood. This was very
Gate
special.
Enhanced Edition? Yeah, Bailoff the Entertainer. Yeah, among others.
Mark, genuinely, this was special. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And go see Wicket September 15th here at Dad's Garage, and come back in the spring when Mark will be back GMing Improvised D&D. Do something nerdy tonight, y'all. Bye.